Good morning, my friends. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to Vlogmas. It is day 13. It's 10:30 in the morning and I just crawled out of bed. I haven't slept in that long in a very long time. Typically take Wednesdays off from work when we're not too busy and we don't have too much going on. And I decided to start doing that quite a while ago now, because I wanted to try to find a better balance between like work and home life. Because I work for myself, my husband and I own the company that I work for. I'm lucky enough to be able to make my own schedule. And so I was working, 5 days a week and then playing catch up every weekend. And I felt like we were constantly behind on everything. And so I broached the subject with my husband and I'm like, listen, I was a stay-at-home mom for 20 years and I was not great at keeping up with the housework and all of that then. So this is what I need. I need everybody to do more around the house. I was still taking on, not all, but a lot of like the cooking and the housework, just because that's, what I did for 20 years. The boys, all three of them, my husband and my two sons, stepped up a little bit, well, quite a bit when I started work, but then slowly as time progressed, just kind of old habits set in and they would do a little less and I would do a little more, or they would do a little less and I was still doing less and the house was chaos. So we sat down, we had a talk, everybody's like, okay, we're gonna pitch in more, but also I decided to take an extra day off during the week when it was possible to get stuff done around the house. So that's what today is. I'm going to tidy up the house some. I've got some laundry to catch up on. I've got some holiday gifts to wrap. I'm hoping to start my wrapping today. But I have significantly less time than I thought I would because yeah, it's 10:30 and I just climbed out of bed. I don't know what happened. I set my alarm this morning for 6 a.m. thinking I was like gonna get up and get motivated and get stuff done. And I got up, I made sure Austin was up for school, and I crawled back into bed. And then the next thing I knew it was 10 a.m., 10:30. So yeah, definitely a little bit further behind, but I guess my body just needed that extra sleep, so that's okay. I got on the scale this morning for the first time since just after Thanksgiving. My diet, my great healthy lifestyle has been kind of crap the last couple of weeks. I was so excited because my weight was down after Thanksgiving. I lost weight over Thanksgiving. Who does that? I did it. I was so psyched. And then we went on vacation and I allowed myself to indulge because we were on vacation. And then the next thing you know, here it is 3 weeks later and my weight's up, which, is fine. It happens, but I didn't want to let it continue. So I weighed in this morning 271.2, which is 16 pounds down from my starting weight. And it is, let's see, like 3.5 pounds up from my post-Thanksgiving weight, which isn't bad considering the fact that I've been indulging in a lot of sweets and overindulging in a lot of things. But it's like time to reel it in and get back on track so that I don't completely undo all of my hard work. Now, I have been on this like little weight loss health journey now for 82 days. I have a little counter on my phone to help me keep track of how long it's been. So a total of 16 pounds lost in 82 days. That probably seems slow. It is slow. I know that if I ate less, worked out more, was, more strict and did better, I could have lost a lot more weight than that by now. But I think it's a pretty good testimony. Considering I've been off of this for, what has it been, 3 weeks since Thanksgiving? And I'm only up 3 pounds. Considering that some of that is water weight, I think slow and steady weight loss is the way to go. Anytime that I have ever lost like a lot of weight really fast, it comes right back on. But just, you know, eating a little bit less, focusing on healthier foods, and not like trying to fly through this weight loss super fast definitely seems like it's more realistic, and it's, what's the word I'm looking for? More maintainable, I guess. You know, I'm not cutting my calories down to 1,200 and like working out for an hour like I have in the past. I have cut my calories down to between 1,500 and 1,600. I've tried to cut out a lot of the sugar now these past 3 weeks. Definitely the sugar has creeped back in, and I want to kind of wean it back out because I have a harder time controlling myself when it comes to sweets and sugar. But, you know, 3 pounds up, not too bad. I imagine that at least 1 or 2 of those pounds is going to come right back off with water weight. So really, I'm pretty happy with that, and I'm excited to get back on track. I'm hoping throughout the rest of the year I can still enjoy the holidays, still enjoy the sweets and the special foods and all of that, but not go crazy and undo all the progress I made, and then I can start like strong on the first of the year with being maybe a little bit more strict, not terribly so, but you know, if it takes me 2 years to get the weight off, I'm okay with that. It's not about trying to do it quickly. It's about like trying to do it healthily and make it maintainable. So I got up this morning, stepped on the scale, I faced the scale to see where it was, and I got my great big thing of water here. This is the Walmart version of the Stanley. I didn't buy the fancy Stanley cup. I love this cup. And I made myself a little protein coffee so I can make sure to get plenty of protein in this morning. And I'm just going to be a little bit more mindful of what I eat and try not to overindulge too much. And hopefully these couple of pounds that I put back on will, you know, go away and take a few more with them by the end of the year. We'll see. All right, I thought I'd show you my quick to-do list here. This is everything I'd hope to get done today. I've already made some progress on these things, but before I cross them off, I wanted to show you. So meal plan and order groceries are both done. Did a very loose meal plan, just planned a couple of meals. We've got a ton of stuff in the freezer. We do a lot of like fend for yourself nights. Most of the time we're not all here together at the same time for dinner, so we don't do a lot of family dinners anymore. It just is what it is. It's a stage of life we're in. Hopefully someday we'll get back to a nightly meal around the table, but it's just not where we are right now. Still, I managed to get a meal plan done, and I put in my grocery order, which should be here sometime within the hour, so I will show you that when it gets here. I did pay the bills that we needed to pay. This budget brainstorm line item here is essentially planning for budgeting in the new year. I don't know if I'm going to get to that today, but I'd like to. And then it's all the cleaning tasks. So I need to empty and load the dishwasher. Hand wash, we have our pots and pans we don't put through the dishwasher, our good knives, our wooden utensils, that sort of thing. So anything that needs to be hand washed. And then just like a general tidy and wipe down of the kitchen. I want to get at least 3 loads of laundry done today. I think that will catch me up. When we're on top of our routines and we're on our game, we all do our own laundry and we stay pretty well on top of it, but my laundry for sure is backed up again. I have way too many clothes. I need to go through and downsize and declutter some of my clothes, but that's not going to happen today. Still, if I can manage to get the 3 loads of laundry done, that includes our bedding. I really want to wash our sheets today. We'll see. Then I'll feel a lot better. And then just a quick tidy of the living room, which is not bad. Which is not bad at all. It's pretty well cleaned up still, other than like a pile of tools and stuff that my husband has there from when he fixed our window. This is all fixed now. Yay! If you've seen in the background of my vlogs, we had replaced this window and we hadn't put like the trim around it, put the windowsill back. Eric did all of this while I was at the concert on Sunday. He, you know, trimmed out the window, painted everything, fixed everything up, and hung my blind back up. So it's looking much better, but he's got his tools all still left over from that. I need to get him to put that away. And I've got a whole big pile of mail to sort. Do you guys just have random piles of mail all the time, or is it just me? I feel like I'm constantly going through mail. I need to get us put on like one of those lists where they don't send you credit card offers, because we get so many of those and just like junk mail, and ugh, I got to deal with that today. But other than that, the living room's in pretty good shape, but I do want to dust in here and then run the vac mop. We have our robot vacuum / mop that goes every night, but still I'd like to do a little bit more thoroughly. I run our little vac mop about once a week, and then I pull out like the mop and bucket and like really thoroughly mop about once a month. And that works fine for us. Mostly the Robo Rock vacuum mop takes care of like a lot of the pet hair, which is our major issue with all of these pets. And then we just like do a more thorough deep clean when it needs it. So that's everything I'd like to get done today. I'm going to go ahead and start tackling this list, and I don't know how much of that I'll show you. I'm sure it would be like a much more interesting vlog if I showed you all these things instead of just telling you about them. But sometimes you just gotta like buckle down and get stuff done. So I'll check back in with you later, and when my groceries are delivered, I'll definitely give you a little grocery haul. So yeah, like I said, typically we do our own laundry, but it's been a week. We've gotten behind, so I'm gonna tackle this today. This is so much laundry. Ugh. Hopefully I can get these baskets empty by the end of the day. All right, so here is my grocery order. Don't mind the sound of the laundry going in the background. I showed you guys my laundry baskets. There is no time to pause. So let's go ahead and talk about the meal plan. I'm going to make BLTs tonight for dinner. Well, BLTs for my guys. I don't like tomato, and just bacon and lettuce sandwiches are a little lackluster. So I grabbed some turkey for me. I'm going to do like a club sandwich. And of course, if they want to add turkey to their sandwiches, they can as well. But that's going to be dinner tonight. So I grabbed a couple of pounds of thick sliced bacon. These humongous tomatoes. These are giant. She picked some good ones, the person who did my shopping. So those, and a head of lettuce. So that's going to be dinner tonight, along with these Harvest cheddar chips. And I think we actually all might be home for dinner tonight, which, as I mentioned, is a rarity in this house, so I'm excited about it. I also grabbed some mandarin oranges just for snacks, and we can have those along with our sandwiches tonight as well. Half and half for my coffee, and I also grabbed some whipped topping for hot cocoa. I had that great big cup of cocoa yesterday, and it was fantastic. The only thing it was really missing was some toppings, so I grabbed the whipped cream and the mini marshmallows, so I have the option. The other meal that I planned that isn't just from stuff in our freezer are meatball sandwiches, so I grabbed a couple of things for that meal. I just realized it's 2 sandwich meals, but that's okay. That's what we like. So I got some mozzarella cheese for that. These sliced sub rolls. I do have some like regular meatballs in the freezer, but I didn't have any turkey, and that's what I prefer. So grab some turkey meatballs for myself. Eggs for breakfasts. We were all out of the Southern Comfort eggnog. We love this stuff this time of year, so I grabbed a big one. Bananas for my oatmeal. It seems like it depends on who is doing the shopping. So if I select just like one banana and I want like a pound of bananas, they'll bring me 1 banana. Or if I select 2, they'll bring me 2 bananas, but sometimes they'll bring me 2 pounds of bananas, so I never really know what I'm gonna get. It looks like this time I selected 3 bananas, and they brought me what looks like 3 pounds. So you never know what you're gonna get. We'll definitely go through those, and if not, I'll freeze them for Austin likes to do his like protein smoothies. So that's that. I also grabbed these honey graham toasters for cereal for the guys. I grabbed some grapes as well. I've just been craving grapes. They're not exactly in season, but I think they'll be okay. And then the only other thing, rye bread for my rye toast and the white bread for the club sandwiches. So that is my haul. I'm gonna get this all put away and then get back to cleaning up my kitchen because it's a mess. All right, so I'm making good progress on my list, but I had to stop. It is 1:45 and I haven't eaten anything yet today. So I made myself a little rye toast with a couple of those little mandarin oranges I just got in my grocery haul. I've got some country crock on there, so just a little bit of margarine there, and that is my first meal of the day. That is the reason why I need to have a protein shake in the morning. As you can see, no protein. I have a hard time getting protein in, so that's okay. I'm gonna go eat this. Having a little popcorn. Austin just got home from school and he's making himself an after-school snack, so I stole some of his popcorn. And we're gonna put on a soccer game. It's gonna start in just a few minutes. So happy to have him home and not immediately rushing off to do other things. Nice to just spend an evening at home, right, Austin?
Yep.
Yeah. So we're gonna watch the game, and I might pull out my walking pad and walk a little while the game's on. We'll see. All right, so it's been a few hours. Well, it's been several hours actually since I last checked in with you. I did make good progress on my to-do list. I didn't get it all done, but I got a good portion of it done. The laundry, unfortunately, did not all get completed today, but I did go ahead and call it quits and shift gears, and now I'm getting ready to make dinner. So I've got all my bacon laid out here on some baking sheets. I'm gonna try baking bacon, which is something I've only done one other time, and it was a couple of years ago, so I can't remember if I liked it or not. But I don't want to stand here and fry up 2 pounds of bacon. So I decided just to put it all in the oven. So I've got it all laid out here. I've got the oven preheating, and hopefully this turns out well. It'd be a lot easier for my club sandwiches. Bacon turned out perfect. I'm going to get it off of here and onto some paper towels. I've got some tomatoes sliced, getting ready to pull some leaves off of this lettuce, and we're going to put together our club sandwiches. All right, I'm going to show you Austin's sandwiches because his are a lot prettier than mine because he has these gorgeous tomatoes. They look so good. And that's dinner. All right, and here is a look at my plate. My sandwich isn't quite as pretty as Austin's because it doesn't have that tomato, but I am not a tomato fan. Still, I've got my club sandwich, sans tomato, my sun chips, and a whole bunch of grapes. All right, my friends, Advent calendar time is here again. We are looking for day 13. This thing got a little tore up. It fell off the counter while I was cleaning earlier. Oops. 13. Oh my gosh. We've got Bianco Forte. This is another one that I've had many times. I like it a whole lot with milk or with cream. Oh, I may or may not have been covering the mic. Sorry, friends. Yeah, that's a good one. For the candle, we have Sparkling Fizz. That smells so good. Really, really like that one. The blue ones so far seem to be my favorite. So there's that. Lastly, we have wine. Another night where I'm just gonna put it away for another day. Oh, looks like I got it backwards here. Day 13 is over here in the corner. And we have, oh, this box is getting all sorts of tore up. A Merlot from Italy. I love that bottle. So this will go into my stash. I'm going to have some sort of gathering or something to use up all of these wines because I'm getting quite the little collection of them. All right, my friends. Well, let's take a look at my little to-do list we put together today so I can show you just how much I didn't get done. Although, here's a couple of things that I can mark off here that I did manage to accomplish. I did tidy the kitchen. I did tidy the living room. So, not too bad. We also gave Maple her new bed. It was supposed to be a Christmas present, but she's gotten so big now that she doesn't fit really well on the couch, especially the love seat where they're separate seats. She doesn't fit really well there, and so she's taken to sleeping and laying on the floor. And she just looked so uncomfortable. So I went ahead and pulled out her bed and gave it to her. And Eric got the cutest footage of her trying to get comfortable on it for the first time. So I'm going to insert that here.
We got a new bed. And it's just not right yet. We gotta adjust things. Just right. We gotta do it again. Reverse, reverse.
Isn't she the cutest thing? All right, let's look at this to-do list. So, you can see I got a lot done here. I didn't dust or run the vac mop. I didn't finish laundry. I told you that earlier. I got about half of the laundry done. Just didn't get around to finishing the rest, but tomorrow's another day. I'm going to go ahead and call it quits for this vlog today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye!